Sarra Sounds Off is brought to you by NYU Langone Health, the #1 physician practice network in the U.S.
Hi, I'm Gregg Sarra of Newsday Sports, and this is Sarra Sounds Off. What has become a hot topic and talking point across the Long Island landscape in high school football is the dominance of the Garden City football program. The Trojans, well, they set the New York State record for consecutive victories with the school's 63rd win in a row. Think about that, 63 wins in a row over 6 years after a 31-0 win over Baldwin in the quarterfinal round of the Nassau Conference 2 playoffs. Maine Endwell, well, they held the previous record for consecutive wins at 62 from 2011 to 2015. Congratulations to the Garden City coaching staff, administration, and the players for such an amazing achievement. Now on to this week's semifinal round of the high school playoffs. We'll start in Massapequa, where Syosset withstood a furious Port Washington comeback attempt for a wild 49-48 overtime win. Syosset quarterback Ethan Dizon, well, he threw for 2 touchdowns, including a 21-yard touchdown pass to Ryan Rosenfeld in overtime for the win. Syosset, well, they'll meet 2-time defending champion Massapequa in the Nassau Conference 1 semifinal round at Hofstra University Friday at 4 p.m. Newsday's Jonthan Ruban, he caught up with Massapequa coach Kevin Shippos to see what he had to say about Syosset and their impressive quarterback.
Control the line of scrimmage first and foremost on the offensive, defensive side of the ball. Play well in all 3 phases. Try to limit explosive plays when they're on offense. Keep the ball on the ground. Going to need to run the ball in November, especially with the elements. It's got a lot of wind out there. So we're just going to have to do whatever it takes. They're a well-coached team. Got a lot of respect for them. They gave us, some fits the first game, so we're expecting them to be ready.
Outstanding job, Jonthan. I would agree that Massapequa is the team to beat, looking for that 3rd straight LIC in Class 1. In Suffolk, we have the Miller Place Babylon rematch of 2 weeks ago, and in that one, Babylon scored on a 2-point conversion pass for the incredible 49-48 comeback win over Miller Place. And let me tell you something. Think about those numbers, 49-48. That happened in the Syosset-Port Washington game also. A lot of offense. The rematch, it promises to be more of the same offensive fireworks. Miller Place quarterback Shane Kiernan has unloaded on Babylon to the tune of, are you ready? 15 touchdown passes in the last 3 meetings. The Panthers and coach Rick Punzone, they have to figure that out if they want to advance. Miller Place, likewise. They have to figure out how to stop Babylon halfback Aiden Winter. He's like Superman against Miller Place. He's run amok in all of their games. Winter had 3 touchdowns in the first quarter, the first time they met 2 weeks ago, despite an ankle injury that hobbled him throughout the game. Miller Place, they travel back to Babylon for a Friday Suffolk Division 4 semifinal. Jonthan Ruban, he spoke with Babylon coach Rick Punzone.
The kids have been locked in. Division 4 this year has really been a tough league. We play everybody at least once. Us and Miller Place have had a newborn rivalry. They throw the ball 40 times. We're going to run the ball. It's going to be a battle of wills. Can we stop their throwing attack? Can they stop our running attack? It's really going to be exciting football.
Now we go to our plays of the week with Jared Valluzzi and Jonthan Ruban. Take it away, guys.
Round 1 of the high school football playoffs has wrapped up, and quarterfinal action was amazing to watch, Jonthan.
Jared, it's the best time of the year. It's football playoffs. Let's get into some of the best plays of the first week of football playoffs. Starting off with Sean Carnavale. He finds Sean Powers on a go route, and he makes a diving catch for a score in Chaminade's 18-14 victory over Steppenade. Moving on to Suffolk, Jaden Bryan of number 2 Hills East showcases his visions, slipped through the defense for the touchdown and a win over Smithtown East. Let's check out West Islip's Jake Kramer to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He finds the gap in the defense, and he goes the distance to take it home for a 58-yard touchdown in a 4-seeded Lions win over Hopper. Talk about being clutch on the 4th and 4 situation. It's Ryan Green who connects with Micah Laney for a 51-yard touchdown to give 4-seeded Longwood the lead before the half closes in their win against Whitman.
And Jonthan, some amazing plays right there. And I know we were in Longwood. Let's go to the other side of the Parkway out in William Floyd. As the 1 seed, the Colonials, Derek Glock, he already has a punt return in this game, but he wants another one. Glock is going to break through the defense. He goes all the way to the house, and Floyd is headed back to the semifinals. And now we'll head over to East Meadow in Nassau County. It's the 4-5 matchup in Nassau, too. Marco Radalj, the defensive end, with the interception, and it's going to be a pick 6 for the Jets. They take down Calhoun as they'll meet Garden City in the semifinals. And we'll transition to the Catholic League. Sophomore Anthony Diesso to fellow sophomore Rory McDermott. This is the first touchdown of the game for the Friars. They go on to beat Cardinal Hayes as they'll travel to Iona Prep for the semifinals. And now over to Northport, Simon Blissett will find Grayson Cabrera. And Cabrera spins past one defender, he jukes another. Cabrera follows a block, and he takes it the distance. Northport will go to East Islip on Friday. And those were the plays of the week in the first round of high school football. Join us next week as we take a look at some of the best plays in the semifinal round.
Well, that'll do it from here. I'm Gregg Sarra of Newsday Sports, and you were watching Sarra Sounds Off.
Newsday is your source for total coverage of high school sports on Long Island. From the field to the court, with the kind of in-depth analysis you can only get from Newsday. Now streaming on Newsday TV.